Hello everyone. This is a short video to welcome you to business strategy and to explain to you the basics of the course. So let's get on with it. First, in this course you will find that there are MBA students, energy MBA students, and other students from across the programs that we have in the university. So you will get to know a lot of people that maybe you haven't met before. Second, the format of the course is something that we call block teaching. If you're not familiar with this, I will briefly explain it to you. This is a course that runs over 3 weeks. The first week is preparation week, the second week is teaching week, and the third week is assessment week. This doesn't mean that you only work through teaching week. You have to work significantly through preparation to make the most of the teaching week, and then to be able to develop the assessment during assessment week. So the first thing you need to do is to read carefully the preparation sheet. In the preparation sheet, it will tell you the things that you need to do during preparation week. First, you need to read the 4 chapters of the book that is available online. You also will get to play a little bit of strategy. What do I mean by this? Strategy is not a concept that I just convey. Strategy is a practice that you develop. And in developing this practice, you learn how to strategize. The example I always use is like riding a bicycle. I can explain to you how to ride a bicycle, but that will never be enough for you to actually ride the bicycle. You will need to get on the bicycle and fall a couple of times in order for you to learn how to ride the bicycle. So preparation week is building up the muscle in terms of concepts that you have to read, and you have to read several articles and you have to work really hard. But also you will get to play a little bit with strategy and be critical about it. And this critical element is the one that we will develop more during teaching week. If and when you read the preparation sheet and the 3-week planner, there will be times allocated for each of the tasks that you have to develop during preparation week. I strongly suggest that you carry out these tasks using this time. But of course, if you have a different arrangement, then you can accommodate or adjust these times in a different way. What matters is that you hand in the tasks on a regular basis, because that will keep your learning at a pace that you'll be able to cope with. Now, the things that you have to do during preparation week are very clearly stated in the preparation sheet, and there's a daily routine that you need to follow. At the end of preparation week, you will be equipped with the basics of strategy. You will have developed some critical thinking, and you'll be ready to go on the bicycle. Now, group work is essential to learn strategy. So by the end of preparation week, we will have allocated you into groups. Now, if you have a preference for group members or other people that you want to be with, please send that to me by Wednesday of preparation week, and I'll be able to allocate you in the right groups by the end of the week. Now, the fun starts in teaching week, and that is where we start on Monday. The first thing on Monday will be, get to know each other a little bit, but then we will go through a series of videos and activities that I have developed previously, and that you can actually have a peek if you want. They're currently in the My Aberdeen page and the Essential Business Strategy. But what we will do is reinforce the concepts that you would have acquired in preparation week during the Monday session, so that by the end of Monday, you will be experts in strategy. Now, from then on, from Tuesday to Friday is where the real fun starts. This is the time that you will devote to developing the case studies. As I explained before, learning strategy is not about learning the concepts. Learning the concepts is worth very little. Being able to use the concepts is what matters. That's why this course is based on case studies, and it's based on the notion that the more you learn to ride the bicycle, the better strategists you become. For group work and case study work, you will see in the 3-week planner that there are slots dedicated to group work and slots dedicated to the whole class work. The idea is the following. Your goal is to produce a 5-minute presentation at the end of the week. And that 5-minute presentation should identify the problem in your case, should identify the criteria that describe this problem, but most importantly, it should identify a decision you're strongly suggesting the company to make in order to solve that problem. Now, how are you going to do this? Because you are supposed to act as proper consultants, offering a strategic solution to the company that's in your case. By the way, the information that you should use is only the information contained in the case study. Please don't look at Google or other things that may bias your opinions. But most importantly, how will you get the insight necessary to produce a top-notch decision that you will suggest to the company? Well, you will get that working together. The design of the course implies that you will work in groups, deciding what are the problems, how to solve them, what are the issues, and of course I will be with you on all this. But once within the week, you're able to discuss your case with the rest of the class. And this is where the important things happen. Because if you're able to ask questions to the class, for example, test the theories that you have for potential solutions, and get straightforward answers from them, you're likely to get new insight into your own case. The old saying that says that the more the heads, the better the thinking, it is true. So in the time that you're allocated to lead the discussion in the class, I'm asking you not to do a PowerPoint presentation. If you want to do slides to explain the case, perhaps that should be enough. But what you're supposed to do is to generate discussion, to ask questions, to ask them to vote, to perhaps probe what they are saying or what you are saying, so that at the end of that session, you have much more and better material to prepare your 5-minute presentation. You get the idea? Now, when you finish the time that you have discussed the case with your classmates, you will feel absolutely overwhelmed by the amount of information. So you need to get together with your group and be very clever on deciding what insights and what ideas that you found interesting you can put into your 5-minute presentation that you need to hand in at the end of the week. Now, please don't expect me to give you feedback on how you did at this stage, because this is part of the process. You have to be able to deal with that and sort it out in a way that you end up having a result. Now, of course, you will get feedback from me on the final presentation, and you will get a mark, and you will surely do fantastically well. In the years I've been teaching this course, most students do very well in the presentation because they put a lot of effort into it. Now, after the presentation, you will have a multiple choice test on the Tuesday of assessment week. This multiple choice test will be on the 4 chapters of the book that you by now should have read. Now, I don't think the multiple choice test is going to be a problem at all for you. By now, by Tuesday of assessment week, you will all be experts in strategy and will be able to answer any questions very quickly. You will see that the test will go very quickly through your hands. So that's on Tuesday of assessment week. And that leads us to the final assessment of the course, which is the most important one. This is an assessment in which you have to prepare a reflective piece or an essay if you want. And you have to prepare this essay on a concept of strategy that we haven't covered in the class. I give you several suggestions in the preparation sheet or in the handbook. And these suggestions are, for example, agile methodologies, scenario planning, whichever you choose. There are many things, many tools that perhaps we didn't have time to cover in the class. But first, I want you to be able to learn how to learn, which is the most important skill. I would have taught you how to learn, so don't worry. you'd be able to go to the internet and find out about these other methodologies. These are the tools that exist in strategy. And then you need to write a reflective piece in them. Not just tell me what these things are. I know what these things are. You need to look at them through the lens of an experienced strategy maker that you are now, who has been able to learn the basics of strategy, who has been able to elaborate on those basics, and who has been able to put them in practice in case studies. From your unique viewpoint, you're supposed to prepare the final assessment, which is this essay. Also, I'm sure that you will all do great, because having done the work of the 3 week of the block teaching, you will find yourself a transformed individual towards the end of the class. Okay, that's all for today, and I hope to see you all on Monday and to share this fantastic course with you.